Welcome back to JDC.
Welcome back to the JDC podcast.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the JDC podcast.
Welcome back to the JDC podcast. Welcome back to another JDC podcast. We're here with a very, very special fucking guest. One of the, bro, I'm not going to lie. From what I remember, the first memory that pops into my head, but I want to bring that up later. I think you know. But, bro, it's one of my favorite people, bro. You get Franklin head. You get Jersey head, too. Shout out my boy Nick. Real talk.
Real Franklin legend.
Real talk.
Shit.
Good night. Appreciate you guys bringing me on here,
all
man.
the time.
I was so hyped when I saw this on my Instagram feed. I was like, yo, I need to hit these guys up. I was so lit.
Wait, you were following the page and it came up on your feed, or it just?
I don't know how it
popped
happened.
up?
I think I saw you guys on my FYP page, but at the time I didn't follow you guys.
Exposure.
So then I was just like, where'd this come from? So I was just like,
exposure.
Yeah. So I saw like the logo you guys had, like the 3 microphones. And
Okay.
I was like, what is
pretty
this?
recent.
Yeah.
You used to be a dog.
Yeah.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind.
No, you're good, bro.
Really? That was crazy. No,
You want to know the
I was
story
like,
behind that, bro?
No, I don't. Why'd you guys change it from a dog to a
Nah, you want to know why it was a dog? So when we first came up with the name, Just Don't Cap, it was Chris's girl who like created it, just kind of like off of her initials and shit. I don't know what got into this man's head, but when she said JDC, this man said, he said, "Jersey Dogs coming." Jersey Dogs coming.
Yeah, this is the first thing that pops in my head because I'm like, okay.
I appreciate you guys rebranding. I think Just Don't Cap really just made it out here.
All right, yeah, for real though. That's why I was always a dog though. We always stay close to our roots. Jersey Dog.
I got you. You got barking up here.
For real. You got that dog in him, for real.
What changes for the rebrand though?
Just trying to be a little more professional.
Yeah.
Make it a little better.
Just a little bit.
Hey man, if you
We got a whole new shit,
Yeah.
Everything is better.
yeah, bro, the rebrand's crazy.
Had to, bro.
So you saw us on your For You page and
Yeah.
you thought, what is this, basically, right?
Yeah, what was your first thoughts, honestly?
First thoughts, honestly, when I saw it, because at the time I still didn't even follow you guys. I was just looking through the feed. I was like, wow, this is pretty dope. The crazy content you guys were pulling up, and I was like, the intro, because where it's just like throwing you guys out there. This is Jason. This is Davey. It's like, hey.
Oh, yeah.
Hey. I was like, I'm for this, yo. I'm so for this. So then after that, I followed you guys and I hit you up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts.
I was just want to try it out.
Bro, yo, you don't know how excited I was when you hit us up, bro. Because I was like, yo, I've wanted you on.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, but I
Yeah, we had actually like talked about
we talked about you, bro. Yes.
Damn,
I don't even know why.
I've been so inactive for a long ass time. Because when I post anything, it's like 2-year, 4-year drop, gone. I vanish.
Damn,
That's
Supreme
fun. I
Drop.
appreciate you guys pulling me off.
Yeah,
I want to
bro.
know what the conversation was.
Yeah, bro. No,
We were just thinking like, oh, who should we have on next? Like,
Facts.
who's somebody that would be interesting and that would like
Word.
be good on camera? Because a lot of people, maybe they're interesting, but then they get here and like they don't really talk a lot,
Yeah.
I think that was my biggest problems, like when podcasts were rising due to COVID, was that like I had like one of my friends want to start a podcast, but the thing is I was so scared to be on camera. Now I still get stage fright once in a while, but I'm not looking at I'm still looking at you guys like I'm having a conversation. That's fine. But if I was on camera and I would be looking at it, because remember we did Just Want TV in high school?
Yeah.
Channel 3.
It was hype, but the thing is, when I ever had to go on there because what was that sex education thing I had to do?
Oh, I remember because you were part. Yeah, you did.
Oh,
skits.
yeah.
What was that called again?
I have no idea. All I remember was "Don't be silly, wrap your willy."
That was a very common statement. But the thing, what was that?
And it was like Condiment or something.
remember.
Like that.
Wasn't it called Teen Pep?
Yes.
Right. So they would bring us on, and I didn't want to be in showing the camera and start talking just to hype up. But then one time I had to do it. We had to do so many retakes because I would stutter, and because there's a freaking bright ass light, I'm just like,
sweating like crazy.
Can you say it again? What's my line?
Dude,
Dude, it's stage fright is crazy, bro.
Oh hell yeah.
But no, I'm happy to be on here. Appreciate you guys manifesting me.
Of course, bro. Hell yeah, bro.
I was so dope.
Bro, I was like, yo, like, cause bro, I'm not gonna lie, since we met, bro, I'm like, I've never ever felt like any bad vibes from you at all. Like, you always came off like genuinely positive. I fuck with that. That's why I fuck with you heavy, bro.
I appreciate
no
that.
cap. I wish we had more classes together, cause bro, like we didn't.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yo, you always seem like such a fucking cool ass dude. So I'm like, damn, you know.
How long did you guys know each other?
I know him since like middle school.
Yeah, I knew most of you guys when we were younger.
Yeah.
I think we went to like elementary school together.
Hillcrest?
Yeah.
Damn, bro. That shit's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't remember. That's fine. I wasn't going on crazy.
After all these years, here we are.
Yeah, bro, full circle. You know what I'm saying?
This is a full circle.
Davey, I think I remember you from middle school. You remember that moment where I threw that? Remember that ice bag?
Oh no.
Who's that music teacher back in middle school? That like it popped midway because someone closed the door.
Wait, are you talking about that guy with the beard, white hair?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. He came up with that song, the fucking you know what song I'm talking about? It was like you know what I'm talking about though?
No,
it was like fucking. It was like almost like a homeless people like food song.
Homeless people.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain it.
I remember the teacher, but I don't remember the song.
Like, oh, we're working on the railroad. Something like that. Yeah, but it was like a something like a turnip.
What the
like turnip?
fuck?
You know what I'm talking about? Or am I tripping?
I think you're losing me now.
Yeah,
the momentum was high.
I'm trying to think.
But I do remember you from way back then, though.
Yeah.
I just don't remember this ice bag incident.
Oh, that was just an incident where, like, I think we were playing around. I don't know. I think his name was Steven or something. We were playing around the ice bag because I think one of us messed up our arm. And
Black guy that looked old, right?
Yeah.
Steven? Yeah. He was a cool guy.
I chucked it, but midway someone closed the door and it popped in both ends. And he came by and we're like,
damn.
what the hell are we going to say, bro?
It wasn't me.
I was just saying we just tripped. That's all. That's how. Honestly, to remove embarrassment, that's how I just say I tripped.
Damn.
Because you guys remember that time where the starfish challenge was a big thing back in high school?
Starfish.
Absolutely not. What's that?
No, you had to slam. You have to jump up and slam your body against the locker.
Oh yeah.
So I went crazy for it. Right? I jumped way too high. So my body, instead of going, where I'm standing up like this, I went like horizontal.
Oh.
So the floor was my shoulder, and I'm here pop. And I'm rolling. I'm like, fuck. And I was swimming at the time, and so then what I had to tell my coach, I fucking fucked up my arm because of like the challenge.
Bro, I didn't even know that was a challenge, but I remember exactly because in gym class I would see motherfuckers just throwing themselves on the mat like and I was wondering why the fuck do motherfuckers?
Yeah, right. I didn't understand why, but then someone told me just do it, and I said why not? I didn't think I had needed to jump that high, but then I gotta tell my coach. I mean, like, it was the stupidest thing. It's like, oh, I tripped.
Nah, but what did your parents say?
Nah, bro, I'm scared to tell my fucking mom anything, bro. I don't know if it's just me. I'll tell her, it's like, hey, my shoulder hurts. When I'm coming home, and it's like,
this shit's dislocated.
Because my mom's a nurse, bro. So like, she'll know something's up. But then I'm just telling her, I was like, it hurts, mom. Like, and we'll sleep it through. Then if I have to like go out and it's like and then boom, urgent care at like 3 a.m. in the morning. I was very prone to injuries back in high school.
So it was like dislocated, or what happened?
Yeah, it was dislocated. When I got back into the hospital, they just pushed it back in, but then I had to wear a sling for a bit. I think I wasn't broken, bro.
Thank God, though.
No, yeah.
Is your mom and dad, are they both Filipino, or is it just your...
Yeah. Pure blood, you know what I'm saying? Pure blood.
Pure blood. You gotta keep it in the race.
Yeah.
What was it like growing up in a Filipino household?
Facts.
I don't know, man. It's funny that, like, with social media, everything coming up, like, it's funny that you can relate to everyone's experience who's also Filipino. So it's like you don't feel alone. I mean, you guys can relate to that, where it's like you'll see someone's FIP page that's similar. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, all right, I'm not the only one. And take it as a middle child and, like, the only dude in the household. So it's like they put more responsibility on you, the more pressure because you're the middle child. Either you live up to the older sibling's success, or you just fall down with the little sibling. You know what I mean?
Damn.
I don't know. For most of high school, it was rough, because both of my parents were working a lot. You know what I mean? So when we come back from school, I had extracurriculars. Most of them are just falling asleep. Yeah. And then the day restarts. You know what I mean? So most of the time, it's just like they go to sleep and wake up, boom, same day over again. Right. But then when we get to college, though, I'd start hanging out with them more a bit, because it's like I get to choose my own schedule basically, and I'd come home like during the day, say what's up.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, and then COVID, I was just a full-time housemaid, you know what I'm saying?
At home with them all day?
Huh?
At home with them all day?
Yeah, most of the time. My mom's a nurse, right? And my dad's a UPS driver. So those long shifts. But when I come in, right, especially when during around COVID, I would just be like cooking and cleaning around the house, you know? Because then it's when they come home, they're relaxed. Because
he really is chef. He really is chef, though.
Ooh. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say about Filipino households other than just like what's the experience on you guys?
Well, like for example, since we grew up in Franklin, there's a lot of big diverse group, right?
Wasn't I the minority?
Wait, what?
Minority Report.
It's a good bit of everything.
Yeah.
A lot of white people, a lot of black people, Hispanics, and everything in between. But like you have a lot of white friends, and I'm assuming you also have a lot of black friends.
What's funny about that?
No, it's just funny.
Maybe not like while you were young, but once you got a little older and you started maybe spending time at their place with their family, has this happened? Like, have you seen any type of difference?
I think just I don't know how to explain. I've never really looked into that though. You know, other than the fact that it's like just lifestyle difference. Most of the times, if I see parents that like have a single child, they'll give more attention towards. But with we have three, my family of 3 kids.
Facts.
You gotta split it on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fuck off, kid.
But the one thing I will say though, it's like, you know, that mentality of that immigrant mentality. It's like to succeed, it's like you gotta move on from family. Yeah. Especially here. But then in back home, sometimes it's like you gotta take care of the family you have here, and do a career at the same time.
That's facts, though.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like in my older sibling wise, like she's taken our career and she's now like moving forward with her career wise. And mind you, I've just graduated. So it's like I'm still thank you. We just graduated this May. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate.
What you graduated?
Huh?
What'd you graduate with?
Bachelor's in exercise science.
Fly shit.
Yeah. We'll see where it goes from there. You know what I'm saying?
You got this, bro.
Thank you. But then it's like in my mindset, it's like they're getting older. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you gotta take care of them.
Nice.
But then like, wouldn't that hinder like your career? Because then you also have that mindset. It's like you got people that take care of. How can you take care of yourself?
Yeah, you begin to stretch yourself very thin.
Facts.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know. I feel like that motivates you because now it's like not only do you gotta be good enough for yourself, you also gotta be good enough for them.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. I've tried to rationalize the mindset. It's just like let's say time management, right? Sorry. But then at some point, it's like, when can I like make time for them to make sure I'm not hindering another opportunity for myself? You know. Like, I mean, have you guys run into those issues before?
Absolutely.
Yeah, all the time, bro.
You know what I mean?
It's kind of a sacrifice. It's the same sacrifice that they made when they would just come home, go to sleep, and then go to work and barely ever see you. It was like to make sure you were straight.
True. That is
so
true.
Right now, it's like you got to get on your shit so that later on down the line, when you're in the right place, you can spend that time with them.
Exactly.
No, I think that's fair. And I've, because as an angsty teen, like you've always wanted to push to like move out of the bird's nest.
Yeah,
for real.
I'll move out as soon as I turn 18.
For real.
Yeah. Good luck.
I don't want to be here.
I mean, but then more because of COVID happened and I was in the house. I think it's just realizing their like lifestyle wise and like just the sacrifices they made. It's like, okay, let's pick up the pace and see where we can like take care of everything, you know?
Exactly.
So that's where in the house I'm basically like, I'd say I'd cook a lot. You know what I mean? Making sure they come home, there's a warm ass meal.
Yeah. That's
I just did it right now. Fried chicken,
Fly.
yo. Who's on fried chicken tonight, yo?
Damn, they eating good today.
Fried chicken with what?
With what?
With what?
With what?
Yeah, with what?
With what?
What else?
Rice.
What'd you get? What size?
I don't know.
Davey wants to come over.
That ass though. He hungry for
What kind of dipping sauce y'all use?
I don't.
Like what?
Just honey mustard?
Nah, you know what my dad's been getting into now since Chick-fil-A has been like putting their sauces on the market. He's been getting into that.
The
Like,
sweet,
the
spicy
Polynesian
sriracha
one.
sauce, bro.
Yes. Do you fuck with Jollibee?
Do I fuck with Jollibee?
The reason I asked this because I know you're Filipino.
You know what Jollibee is?
Yeah,
Yes.
Nah.
Jollibee is like the Filipino KFC.
Yes.
Oh shit! I didn't even know that was a
Let's
thing.
bring it up. The KFC, you mean like Filipino Popeyes, you know?
Yo,
Popeyes is better than KFC?
I think so.
I think Popeyes is definitely better than KFC. What you talking about?
Yeah, it depends.
Crazy.
It depends.
I don't know. I haven't had KFC since high school just because
For
it was
real?
like I feel like the pizza always so greasy to me. And after that, it just stopped like going forward with that. Popeyes was just crunchy, and I love that.
Yeah.
I didn't like to just eat the skin. It's just like it was like liquid.
It'd be like that.
Or soggy, I'm saying.
From KFC?
Yeah.
No, that is true. It do be a little soggy.
Like once you get to the bottom.
Yeah.
For real though.
But the Jollibee that's around here, right? Because Jollibee, for Filipinos, the closest one would be in Jersey City, right?
There's one in Edison.
No, yeah.
Exactly. There is one in Edison.
Yeah.
That's new though.
Yeah.
But before that, you'd always have to drive to Jersey City.
God damn.
And that'd be like an hour or something.
Yeah.
So that'd be a trip in its own to plan.
Shit.
We want to go eat
Once
some
this-
fucking Jollibees.
But once this one opened in Edison, the lines went fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Filipinos
That's
yeah.
true.
all day, every
Hey,
night.
the
all
moment
the way
that
up
bitch
to Route
opens,
1.
bro, it blocks off that part of Route 1, and then it creates traffic, bro.
Exactly.
Damn,
That
yeah,
line,
yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
how it's doing now. I haven't seen the lines get packed as it is before when it first opened up.
Like
Nah, gotta go out
COVID,
of
when it was COVID, bro, those 2 lanes would be blocked off. Cops would be there, like blocking the main.
Yeah, they had cops detouring like
Yeah.
people to get in.
Facts.
I was surprised how much chicken do you actually have in this place until you're freaking broke.
No cap.
It was insane. It was like Filipinos like went crazy when they heard about this. I was like, but when I tried it for myself, I mean, you know how it's like the startups wise, it's like for some reason they don't know how to perfectly season it.
Yeah, facts.
At first it was like all salty, and I was like, I don't know if I fuck with this. So I gave it some like 3 months, and I was like, okay, it's better now.
Then it got better.
But then now it's close to me. I don't eat it a lot because it's like,
It's not as special as it used to be.
yeah, like it's like, oh, it's a drive hour away just to get some great like fried chicken.
Yeah.
But now it's like here, it's like, oh dang, I can get it anytime I want now.
it was like a journey before. Now it's like,
Yeah.
it's just like a McDonald's.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Like most of the times, like Filipinos around here would just go to like the family-owned markets, and there's one it's not even that far from each other. There's like always one around the corner, but the hype was like the hype was
Insane.
Jollibee. That was a franchise that like back home they have that. It's like the McDonald's over there, but here it's like not as rare. You know what I mean? Sorry, it's not as rare.
Not as
It is
common.
rare, huh?
Now
Now
it's common. Yeah.
So it's okay. I mean, I don't order a lot from there, but would I want to go again sometime soon? Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is cooking something that you're passionate about, or is it just kind of something you just do?
I used to get passionate at first. I feel like I'm starting to lose passion for it because and Kobe, this is the weirdest thing I do when I'm cooking is that I like to sniff a lot of my food on top of. But
It
like,
smells exquisite.
but like for some reason when I cook something, I don't eat it. I don't eat it right away like that. You know what I mean? I kind of take time to just let it simmer, but like I cook it for someone else, but I'm not gonna eat it. Like I want something else for myself, but it's not my own food for some reason. I don't know if that's just saying it's like my standards are too high that I'm a shit cook for myself.
I wouldn't eat
I
this
mean,
shit.
I mean, are your parents complaining?
Hey bro, they tell me, wow, you're such an amazing cook. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
You're such a great.
Think of what he just said. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
feed it to the dog.
it's like, would I eat this shit myself?
Yeah.
Is it weird? Like you just look like if you made your own food versus like takeout.
Is it because it's kind of like a chore at that point? Sure. Did I say that word?
Sure.
I mean,
A chore?
I feel you on that.
A chore.
Fuck, I don't know. I'm
A chore.
Hispanic.
chore,
Yeah. Sometimes when I'm like rushing to do it, but like when I'm off like on most days, like I'll just cook and it's like for fun. But the thing is, I need new smells or new recipes to taste. You know, at some point it gets stagnant. And I'm like, now I'm like,
That's pretty interesting. I need you to smell.
yeah, you guys don't do that sometimes.
Nah, I find myself when I make food that like if I was hungry prior to making food, like my hunger goes away. Like it gets calmed down for some reason. Like when I'm done making the food, I'm like I'm not really hungry anymore. I don't know if that's just me.
Why is
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like damn, I want to eat, but like I gotta cook it.
Nah, that's fair. That's fair. I don't know. During COVID, I started to like heighten that skill just because it's like, dude, what are we doing homeschooled for a while now?
Yeah.
Dude, COVID was so long. I was fine for the first like how long were we in COVID for? 2 years.
Fuck.
Yeah, like
It
2
was-
years.
Like the actual lockdown where they had shit closed, I think was from March till like December.
Yeah.
Like around then is when they started to open things back up.
Yeah, because I remember it was during my spring semester of freshman year. Well, I just started getting my bearings because I finished my first semester. But then, boom, we go out. And then, like, for the majority of it, for classes-wise, I was fine. Because I was taking care of myself. I was walking my dogs a lot. But then, once we got to, like, coming back and we hit hybrid again, dude, everything went crazy. I couldn't handle it because then people were back on the roads. I had to figure out time management to drive again because I was a commuter. I was like, I can't do this. But then, whatever. I figured it out. Like I said, I'm a man of adapt.
Yeah. Hey.
But during COVID, I was like cooking a lot. Just because like when I said, when they come home, I want them to get a warm meal. But nowadays, because I'm also like, once school came back into my life, because we had to go in person or hybrid, it became tough to do that. And it felt like a chore nowadays because it's like, oh, I have to study, then I have to cook. Then study and cook. It became a routine, but then it's just like, I need to make time for myself at some point.
Yeah. Do you also like work while you were in school?
Yeah.
So you gotta work, school, study, and then cook.
Yeah.
That was a rough time. You know what I'm saying? For most of my like college career, I was working a lot part time. I never worked full time because at that point it wouldn't work out. But I would always try and make it work. I think the biggest thing that like the biggest benefit when I was working, I worked for the Rutgers football team. Right, ooh. I was like one of the student trainers, so like it would be rehab in their gym site, and then during games, they would call it water boy, but you know what I'm saying.
Water boy.
No, that would probably be I feel like that would be the most disrespectful thing to tell a student trainer, just call him water boy.
Damn, real shit though. Hey, water boy, bring my towel.
You know what I'm saying? But like that's exactly what we've had to do.
My jock strap.
Wait,
is that part of it though?
Yeah, to hand out water, making sure they're hydrated.
Okay, that's fine though. But like,
yeah,
I'm talking about you don't have to wash their things, right?
Fuck no, that'd be equipment though. That kind of sucks.
Okay.
That's a whole different department that they had to take their sweaty ass.
Wait,
clothes.
there's actually people that do that?
Yes,
somebody has to do it.
Someone has to do that.
Well,
the team players don't do it themselves.
Shit. I mean, all right.
Listen, bro, you can put a label on it. They'll take it. You know what I mean? But that sucked for that department, and I thank God for student trainers. All we had to do was hydrate, but that was probably disrespectful to just call it water boy.
Right, definitely.
But during COVID, I would work like long ass hours, right? But once we got back to semester, they had to accommodate for us, of course, and for any job they had to accommodate. But it would just be tough going back and forth because it's like something has to get sacrificed. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be your own time or something else.
Yeah.
So that was rough for you guys, for me at least. Man, out of here though.
Hell yeah, bro! And tell us like, how was that like? Because honestly, I would assume like there's like bad days, like really bad days during those times, right?
What, during COVID?
No, during just because you're dealing with like football players and like how does that go? You know?
Dude, it'd be rough because this is when Coach Shiano took over, and that's when I started. And so like he was already trying to set the tone of how he wants things around here because he was a previous coach like back in early 2000, and then he's trying to make headway. It was rough because we had to wake up like before 6 a.m. And then, you had classes, whatever time it would be, you would go from work to class. Thing is, you don't want that shit to smell because we have like liquids like Gatorade and water. Dude, because we were running around a lot and if it would be raining, the Gatorade would just spill on us. So then, you remember when lantern flies was a big thing?
Yeah.
And I think they're still coming back actually.
Wait, what?
They're coming back.
Bro, I haven't seen some in a while.
I thought we eradicated them. I guess not.
We'll see, bro. That's going to be disgusting, bro. You know that pizza place that's in Rutgers?
Which one?
By the yard?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
When lantern flies came in, that whole like side just got blocked by like lantern flies because people would just throw out the pizza and the garbages were right there.
Yeah.
That was disgusting, bro. When I was driving the little what the gator is, the small little cart for Rutgers football. One of them would just hit me in the face while I'm driving, bro.
Damn.
Because we didn't have a windshield.
Yeah, because it's just open on all sides.
The best you could do is probably just close your mouth.
Damn.
Because if you were talking and one of them just went in, period, bro.
Wait, what Rutgers did you go to? New Brunswick?
Yeah, New Brunswick.
Fly.
Yeah.
Stay close to home. Stay close to home.
Of course, yeah.
Smart thing to do.
Yeah.
That is true.
I'm assuming you commuted, right? You did it.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, all right.
That commuter
Makes
life
sense,
was not bad. It was just that you had to time
It's
traffic.
like 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that
Nah, but
bad.
the traffic be OD sometimes.
It does.
It gets really intense.
On Easton, yeah.
It's a straight shot, and if there's one accident, you're kind of fucked. Yeah, so working for them was tough, at least during COVID, because it'd be pulling up 6 o'clock in the morning, and then you wake up and go to class and go home. There was this thing for during the summer where, of course, we wouldn't have class. Some students wouldn't have classes. It'd be boot camp. There'd be you wake up at 6, your shift is until 12, you have 2 hours, 4 hours of sleep, and then you have to come back for a night shift.
God damn.
And you wouldn't sleep maybe until 10, 11-ish, unless coach wanted everyone to stay. And if players were there, The student trainers had to be there, and then you have to do the whole routine for like a month.
God damn.
That was tough, bro. I'd be coming up, my eyes are bloodshot.
Did they pay good?
Hey, bro, is this the recording?
How much did they
I
pay?
think at the time, because you know how minimum wage is moving up every year? So I think at the time I was being paid like 12, 13.
Damn.
Yeah.
But,
You were damn near a slave.
What?
Had you there all day for $12 an hour?
yeah, and I think they'd be pulling. It's weird though because I can't, I vaguely remember this now because like I don't know if they'd be pulling like how you have that work hours of 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
I think we pulled more than that because when the games came in and if the players went into overtime, we would stay. Like we're not leaving when the game just ends. So like I feel like we pulled more like in 40 hours a week, but what is it called?
They only paid you for 40?
Yeah, I'll be mad as hell, bro.
No overtime?
And the thing is, we didn't.
But you better stay.
we didn't check in at all. Like our boss would just say, "Hey, come in at this time." So he would be the one to check in. Like he'd be the one writing the payroll.
Oh, fuck.
And
nah, that's not.
but the
an
benefits
easy way
were
to get
crazy.
finesse.
I'll tell you what you get the benefits. They give you clothes.
Okay.
They give you shoes. They give you all that merch, bags, right?
Oh.
The further you work, they also give you the food out top. They have like the stadium, so they had personal chefs and stuff like that. So we would take those food to go, right? If we were hungry.
Get some food, right?
And then they would, of course, on top of being paid, right? Away games, they would give you a per diem card. They would put money in that.
Oh, okay.
So it's like before COVID, I think student trainers used to go out into the city before the games would start, and have fun with a per diem card.
Yay.
Right, that's your shit.
For real, though.
And they paid for everything, like flight and like travel.
That's fucking
But
good.
it was hard labor though, hard labor.
So you said flight and travel?
Yeah.
Did you ever travel to another state? Or?
Yeah, we went to during the season. We went to I went to a bunch of games. Apparently, it became like it's a luxury for student trainers to go out into the games, especially for flight or whether it be bus. Dude, on the bus, bro, it'd be tight because like even though it's like the travel buses, I don't like just like snuggled up into like a little corner. My neck is like cracked like against the wall. But I'm not any better on flights because then I'm cramped like this.
Yeah, there's like no leg room.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's
like,
the furthest you've gone?
But I don't know. I actually don't remember like which place we went to that was the farthest. I just remember it was so long because I mean
So long it didn't even matter.
because as long as you get the job done, and the day just goes on, then that's it. Period. You know what I mean? That's how I start looking at some workplaces. Because if you keep looking at it, it's just like, dang, I'm off the shift. You know how if you keep looking at the clock, it just gets longer and longer. I just stopped doing that. That's why I don't even wear a watch anymore.
So when y'all would take these like 8-hour trips to wherever you were going, did you have like a place to stay? Did they pay for it?
Yeah, bro, we were off the street.
Sleep at the sidewalk.
Figure it out. Be here 6 a.m. tomorrow. Yeah, right. You sleeping on the bus.
No,
You're not here by 10. We lock the door.
Can you imagine, bro?
they gave us. They would always have a hotel book for us.
Okay.
That would be staying over. That would be crazy. That would probably be the downfall. They just like, it's on you guys, bro. We gave you that. You got all the benefits right now. Per diem card on the payroll.
Nah, but you gotta sleep on the sidewalk, though.
Yeah, we can't. Bro. They were.
Oh my
I think at
God.
the time. I think before I left with them, I saw a note down on Instagram that like the Rutgers Athletics was in debt by like millions of dollars.
Damn.
I was like, how are you guys funding any of this stuff?
It's all the money they took from you guys.
That's true.
Oh, the service.
All that labor.
But I think the craziest, because even during home games when we're here, players would stay at a hotel.
What?
I don't know
Why?
Oh, bro, I don't know, man. I never ask questions.
What do you think? Like in your imagination, what do you
Why?
think?
Yeah. What do you think?
Because why not?
I still couldn't even rationalize why.
I don't want to talk shit about the Rutgers football team, bruh. But all I'm saying is, bruh, is like hotel staying here, bruh. That's kind of like a big ass waste of money, though. If you ask me, though.
I mean, I would agree. I never understood why we did it, but the one time, remember when everything flooded around us?
Yeah.
Like the whole stadium flooded?
Yeah.
We were at the
for
hotel.
Hurricane Ida.
Was it Hurricane Ida?
Yeah, I think that's what it was called.
So I was at the hotel with them, right? The players, and this is in Bridgewater area. And so we were going through treatment, and then when it was over, the student trainers get to home, but the time is the rain started coming down hard, but no one knew everything was going to start flooding and cars are going to be stuck. I was rationalizing, I should probably get going now before it like gets hard.
Yeah.
And I think some of the coaches that like left got stuck on the road.
Oh,
Because when I had to drive back, because they didn't for any of the one of the home games when you would like sleep over, you wouldn't sleep over at the hotels here, right?
Oh, okay.
You would just come in and drive back home or wherever. And the coaches that left, they had to like give us like hotels, like rooms on the spot. And people were coming in. It's like, oh, my car is like damaged and we had to walk all the way over here.
God
Damn.
Yeah, I remember some people had to get airlifted out of the Wendy's on East.
Yeah, dude. Someone was gliding across that and I found that. I was like, just to get a 4-for-4, my guy?
For real, though. What the fuck? That shit crazy. I didn't even know some people were gliding, honestly. Like.
People were doing it over the river.
Oh, shit.
So I was just like, that's dirty, dude. But when that flooded, I pushed my car up on the hill, so like when the rain come down, it would be going down, not up.
Yeah.
But at that time, it was like last minute. All the student trainers had to be found with a room, anything we could get in. Like toothbrushes at the front desk, you would ask them, gone. Just hot monies. Then you come back, that are the treatment room back in the stadium, flooded.
Damn.
All the equipment just like wandering around. The people that were over in the stadium were getting buckets and like pushing everything out, but like at that point it was like
It's pointless.
done.
Did they still play the game or it was like canceled?
I think they delayed it a day
Oh.
and they still did it. I was like,
Fucking filled with water at that.
you ever see those what is it called? The zooming cameras for like what is it called? How Rutgers football like promotes their stuff.
Are you talking about like the highlight almost?
Like, you know, there's like this one part of the stadium that's only for like students maybe. That like you as a student, I think you would get like tickets for free. I think I can't remember because I never did that. But this whole stadium would be full of students, and they would always just be panning the camera on them because some of the stadiums would just be like quiet. If it wasn't a home game, most of the away team, their fans would be on the stadium. Like Penn State, when they're here, even though we're supposed to be rivals, it's just Penn State all around.
God damn.
You're getting lit.
Yeah. And that would be the craziest thing. And I'm
They
just
pulling
like,
deep.
what?
They pulling deep?
I don't know, but that's crazy.
Those days were always so lit because everybody would be outside. Like literally everybody would be outside. Like around
Especially
Eastern.
when it's warm, they all walk around.
Yo, everybody's rocking their Rutgers shirt, walking around. Big groups of people.
And then there's us who
Driving by.
Just to pull up. If you ever need merch, let me know because they gave me so much that I just stack it in my room. Just like, what am I gonna do with this now? Because it'd be
pull
this.
up, but you gotta pay for the ticket though.
Yeah. That was my time there. And then I moved on after that, just because it was like, it was rough work, because that's like the lifestyle of an athletic trainer, like you're on call like all the time when players are in. You know what I mean? So it's like that lifestyle, bro. I could never. You know what I mean? It's like you are with the players. That's your companion for a good chunk of your career.
Right.
I mean, for some people, they can do it. They're passionate about that. But, like, for me, at some point, the transition's going to hit.
That's true.
Would you consider yourself like a homebody?
A homebody.
Yeah.
You're asking, like, my friends were asking to come out, and I choose home, and then instead of going out?
Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Sometimes, it just depends on how I'm feeling, I guess. Just because it's, like, for, like, friends that say going karaoke, oh, I'm sick. I don't know. It just depends on the venue for the night. Just because it's like, I think with COVID, I've always been just used to just staying inside or like going out for walks. Because most of the time you didn't make friends. I didn't make friends during COVID, right? It was just sticking to some of the people that like I was talking to since high school, right? But then once we get back into it, it was like a couple, but still, even then, I didn't go out so much. Not until like we got active until like the last year of my college career.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of like a missed segment of like the college experience from that end, but whoever said they had my college experience?
That's true, though. That's facts. That's very.
We survived COVID and we had a strike on the last semester.
Yo,
I want to talk
Was it
about
the
that.
professors that went on strike?
No,
Yeah.
like
I think a lot of
students
it was
protested too.
Yes.
but they protested with the professors though
Oh,
for
shit.
livable wages.
It's crazy how you could be a professor at Rutgers, you know, and not
The State
have a
University of New
Yeah.
Jersey.
of New Jersey specifically,
The biggest landlord in New Brunswick.
Central Jersey,
Can't
by the
afford
way.
to pay their professors a
In
livable
New
wage.
Brunswick.
Their professors.
Crazy.
What were your thoughts on that though?
Okay, as a student, the benefit was that no exams. at least for me, it was most of my professors had said, well, like we were already done with exams. I think I was just waiting on one professor to just let us know. So instead of like saying no exams, it'd be a group project. I just think through. I was like thinking on the same pace as him. I was like, what's the best case you can give and the worst case you can give? You know what I mean? Just prepare for it. But it was kind of wild to hear that professors or TAs, like teaching assistants, weren't getting paid livable wages. You know what I mean? For the time they're here. So I was like, whoa. Like, how long has this been stirring? Because I've been told that, like, the unit has been building this strike for a while now, but it never went into, how do I say? It never really happened until everything just built up like a bubble. You know what I mean? Yeah. And boom.
But just wondering, like, what caused that bubble to burst, you know? Like, what started that? Like, is it because a student found out?
It was probably their contracts.
It was, yeah, the contracts
Their contracts were probably ending because most of the times their contracts forbid them from striking. Like, the high school teachers, like, they can't go on strike.
Are high school teachers on strike?
No, they can't go on strike.
Oh, they can't go on strike?
Yeah.
Have they ever wanted to?
Fuck if I know. It doesn't really matter. It's in the contract.
I can imagine.
Franklin.
Yo, some of the Franklin teachers, bro. I'm sure they would be tight, bro.
Hell yeah.
I wonder if things have changed since we've left. I mean, probably they have.
I heard it's gotten worse, bro.
Why is that the most common thing I've been hearing?
I heard, because I've talked to Miss, I'm not going to say it. She still works there.
Bro,
Worse like
Just I can't mention who she is, but she's told me a good amount of teachers have quit, you know,
But like, how did it get worse? What happened? What's going on?
Because a lot of the kids are
It's
bad.
It's
like,
the kids.
there's more bad. Like, they're getting badder.
Do y'all remember the diabolical lick shit, bro? When the people would just be stealing like the most random shit from school.
People were stealing fucking toilets,
Like
bro.
toilets and
Tables
shit,
and
like-
lunch tables.
Yeah.
And it was that little beat song.
Yeah, I'm sure that shit probably happened. I know they correct me if I'm wrong, if anybody knows this, but I'm sure they didn't allow any backpacks for a certain period of time. I'm not sure if they still don't allow people to have backpacks in school, bro, but that shit sounds crazy to me. That shit's bonkers, bro. No backpack. You got to carry your books.
Yeah, they had to make it like carry like string backpacks or like a see-through, like it had to be see-through basically.
What?
Yeah, at one point. No, it wasn't when during our time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't
like,
time. After.
It was after.
It was
Yeah.
post grad.
Telling you, it got worse, bro.
yeah, that's the most common thing I've been told, that it's gotten worse. So it's just like, I was wondering, like he said, is it really the students have gotten worse?
Bro, I think it is, bro, and I think like social media has a lot to do with it, bro.
You gotta get
That
that.
is fair. That is fair. I think we're evolving in social media, and it's kind of downwards on us. So, but what are you gonna do, bro? We're not iPad kids, are we?
Hey, did your parents ever beat you?
What a transition, my guy!
It's a great transition. We talked about this on a podcast before. We were talking about how our parents would discipline us. Cause
Come on, Davey. He has Filipino parents. You know they beat him.
they made his ass kneel on some rice.
That never happened though.
That's some cruel shit.
Really?
That shit hurts.
Haven't you ever just like kneeled on like not rated
bro.
rocks, but like haven't you ever just kneeled on like one of the what is it called, like the playground? What's that like?
Which one?
Brown
Well,
stuff?
yeah, but like,
the
but think about it. You kneel down for maybe like a minute. They don't tell you better keep your ass there for hours.
Nah, I think they were
That
just
shit
going down
hurts. I
red
did it
balls.
out of curiosity.
I think that's too more diabolical.
Yeah, that is pretty diabolical. I've never had that happen to me where they asked me to kneel on rice.
They never did that to me either. I just did it out of curiosity one time.
Really?
Yeah,
You just
I was watching a
kneeled on
movie.
rice? Oh.
I don't remember what it was called. I don't know if you've seen it. It's like an assassin movie. It's a guy. He wears glasses. He got a beanie, and he got a little girl that he's teaching how to be an assassin.
Is this an animation?
No, it's like an actual movie. I don't remember what it's called, but anyways, I'm pretty sure like he was trying to instill like discipline on her, and he was like, kneel on this rice to like just deal with the pain. And I was like, let me see how this shit goes. I was like, oh, fuck that. It hurt.
Did it really?
Yeah.
After a minute.
I don't remember how long I was there, but it hurt.
Maybe I'll just spread.
Because then like you stand up and you can still feel it.
You're a troubled child.
How?
I want to feel something.
I want to feel the pain.
Yeah, bro. Beatings. Come on. I feel like any immigrant parent will get beaten.
Oh yeah.
Well, what about you to your kids?
Would I?
Would you be like, what's it called, soft parenting, or would you be like, hey, I'm about to?
I don't know, man. The more I've always thought about it, it's like, is my parents like, is Asian parenting style or like immigrant parenting style like valid?
I feel
some
like
extent.
to some extent,
You turned out to be a great guy.
facts.
Look at us. Yeah, we're here. We're great.
Exactly.
Cool
Word.
people.
Yeah,
We're not stealing Kias and running them into trees.
Damn, shout out the Kia boys though.
No, I think I wouldn't say I'm a soft parent because I feel like if I were to have a kid, I'd just give that stern look at them. You know, other than that,
Just be like,
You better not.
I don't know why I use my fingers a lot to just like go, you're done. You know what I mean? I think take on a lot of like I've taken on a lot of managerial positions before, so at some point it's just like you kind of have to sort of give a look of like cut it out.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. I wouldn't say I'd be a soft parent or a hard parent. I'd probably be in between. I mean, if a beating's coming and it's needed, then like you ever see that's like if a kid just threw a tantrum at a
Grocery store.
yeah. Like okay,
I'm not buying shit. I'm taking you though.
did you ever see that episode from the Boondocks where he gave the lady the belt and he started beating the kid? I was like, damn. I think I was talking to someone about this, but like, you ever feel bad when your kid would just throw a tantrum, but like versus in an airplane or a grocery store? And I always felt like a kid throwing a tantrum in an airplane would probably be like, I feel bad for the parents.
because everybody hates you.
Yeah, it's like you see the kid, it's like,
And they hate that kid.
Yo, for real.
When you hear a fucking baby crying, like, fuck, bro. My earphones not even working to drown us out.
The first time I flew, bro. The first time I flew, I was like 4. But since then, the first time that I flew, there was this kid, man. This man was troubled in the mind.
why?
To say the least. He had a mental issue of some sort. And this nigga was going in, bro. He was going in. And I'm like, I got like these really nice noise canceling headphones. And I'm looking ahead and I see all the people like turning back. Like, just looking at them all.
Like, shut him up now.
I can't imagine.
Yeah, no, I feel like kind of awkward if I was a parent. My kid just threw a tantrum in an airplane. I'm like, damn, shh, please.
But it's like you can't hit them because if you hit them, then people are gonna be like, oh, he's abusing his kid. But it's like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah, bro, that cancel culture goes quick.
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of just Karens. I've never even. I feel like okay, I've like partially met Karens, but like I've never had an incident with a Karen. You get what I'm saying? Have you guys?
I've never had an incident.
Not like a
Thankfully.
major incident. I mean, I've been in contact with because I work in construction, right? You have to deal with customers and all that. The only time I ever had to deal with them, and honestly, low key, it was low key. We put ourselves in that position, but she didn't have to put herself in that position too. You understand? So like okay. Let me explain it. I'm gonna make it short. So me and my dad, right? We get a call like at like 8:00 at night. No, not 8:00. I mean like at 7. This is when like daylight savings on, so it gets dark at 7, 6. So they told us, oh, go check out this job. We want you guys to do the inside of this house. We go. I don't remember what fucking part of Jersey it was. Anyway, we go, and my dad's trying to enter the lock code, right? And it's dark outside, right? And I'm just like, all right, we're just waiting here. All of a sudden, 2 random ass white bitches, right? They just get away from that. They just pull up. You can tell it was a mother and her fucking daughter. Fucking bitch. So like the girl or both of them. so they walk up. They're like, "What are you guys doing here?" With a flashlight, bro. And then the other, her daughter, her flashlight on too with her phone. They're like, "What are you doing here?" With like a smile. And I'm like, I already knew in my head. I'm like, I know why you're doing this. Like I know why. You know, like I know why the fuck you're doing. Call your manager right now. Who are you? They're like, we never seen you in this neighborhood. And my dad and I'm like, we're doing a job here where they literally told us to do this work.
Oh, yeah?
You want to
like you?
They were like, give me the number because I know who lives in this house. I'm like, this house doesn't have anybody in it. She wasn't listening. She's like, I'm gonna call the police. And then she was like, I told my dad, I'm like, pause, let's just go, bro. I don't want to deal with this shit. No, the thing is, bro. I don't remember how old I was during this time. I was young though. Anyway,
this was years ago.
this was years and years. I think I was like probably like, I think it was the summer. No, going into high school. I don't know what it was. This is like a long.
I was pretty young.
Yeah, I was young as fuck.
So 13, 14?
Yeah, around that age. But I remember like, I was like, bro, like, what the fuck? All right, and then, you know, I told my, I'm like, bro, let's go. Like, we also looked suspect. Like, I understand why. But at the same time.
Imagine we could get an image of what it looked like. They were wearing ski masks.
No, like, and that's the thing, we weren't. We pulled up in, literally, bro, who fucking robs a house in a Nissan Rogue? Like, nobody does that.
Oh, you didn't even pull up in the construction truck.
Yeah, no, that was the problem because I think
Should have been like, just look at my car.
No, the thing was though, and we were walking to the car and they were following, right? They were following behind us, and like they were like, and she was telling her daughter, take a picture of the plate, call the cops. I'm like, and I remember I felt really ballsy in that moment because I was annoyed. I was like, how the fuck does this happen now? Like, what the fuck? And then I'm like, fuck you, bitch. And then like I show her the middle finger, right? And she's like, yeah, have fun doing that to the cops. I'm like, okay.
Ooh.
All right. And then, but anyway, we drove off anyway. Nothing came of it. But then the guy was like, oh yeah, like I talked to them, no worries. You could go back the next day. You guys could do the job. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, come on now, like, are you serious?
I never really had an interaction with a Karen, just like a racist older white woman. Why is it always? No, never mind. I'm not gonna say that. Anyways, bruh, I think it was literally the first customer that I had when I started working at McDonald's. When I was like, I don't know, like 15, 16. And it was like this pregnant white lady, and like she comes up and starts ordering some shit. I'm like, all right, whatever. And then she said that, and she was like, oh, could I get a free cup for some ice? And I'm like, all right, I get the little cup because that's the one we get for free. Even though I'm new, like I know that's the free one.
Right.
So I'm like, yeah, here you go. And she's like, no, the big one. And I'm like, oh, that's gonna be $1, right? And then she just gets on some bullshit talking about, I'm pregnant, you can't give it to me for free. I'm just gonna get ice. And I'm like, I'm like, yeah, I don't know what to do. So I get my manager, who's like a short Mexican lady. Mm-hmm. She comes over, they start getting into it. She tries to pull that card, and my manager goes like, did I get you pregnant? Like, no, it's $1 for the fucking it's $1 for the cup. I'm like, damn. And this lady just starts spazzing. She's like, I'm gonna call ICE on you guys, blah blah, whatever, and all this shit. Yeah. And then she just left.
Damn, that's fucking wild. But nah, that's a pretty ballsy response from your manager. Did I get you pregnant?
No, but think about it, like, she's practically the store manager at this point, so it's like this fucking lady's just coming here harassing my employee. Fuck you, you know, fuck off.
That's valid though.
This is his first day. Get the
I
fuck
respect
outta
when
here.
fast food workers start what is it called, coming back at.
Man, I used to curse at people all the time. For real, dead ass.
Yeah. At that McDonald's, you had to, bro. If I'm being honest,
motherfuckers would be wild. This other like crazy crackhead ass white lady would come in every once in a while to like, she would always get the same shit. A McChicken and tomatoes on it, and every single time he ordered it, she would complain about how much the tomatoes cost. And then one time, she said some slick shit to me, and I started cursing her out.
What'd you say to her?
I don't even know. I was just like, fuck you, you old stupid bitch. Some bullshit like that, right? Turn around, look at my manager, and it's like, oh well. Because at this point, like, I've been there for a while, so they're like, if he's cursing at you, you did some bullshit. Like, something happened.
Now, saying that you work at McDonald's, bro, you ever seen Atlanta?
Yeah.
With Donald Glover?
Yeah, with Donald
You ever saw the episode where he tried to order a kid's meal, but because he's an adult, he can't?
Yeah.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Okay, I was like,
nah,
I feel like I've ordered a kid's meal before, and no one's gonna say something.
Yeah, they don't
adult.
care.
Oh, okay.
Because, like, your kid can't order it.
But like, what's the basis of that like whole that skit?
It was funny, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
But nah, nobody cares. You could order whatever the fuck you want. As long as you pay, there you go.
Word. I wonder if you guys still do those the coupons for Halloween when you get like the.
Oh, I remember that.
You know what I'm talking about? They would give a flip book.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
So, you guys
No?
I would usually give them in the mail.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Shit. Still want to pull up for those. That's all I remember.
Did you try that, the Grimace shake?
No, I
What is that, bro?
Yeah,
You tried it? Yeah, I tried it.
You tried it?
Yeah.
What did it taste like? What was it?
Did you pass out?
No. Damn, you seen those videos?
That's wrong one.
I wanted to do that so badly.
You should have done it.
I guess you didn't.
You know what? I wonder if it's really like McDonald's. Like, you ever see those Remember when Rick and Morty did that like episode on like
the Szechuan sauce?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that sauce is
This
good.
feels like free promotion to me.
Facts.
For the Grimace Shake.
Facts.
So I don't know. I don't know why anyone just started looking like they were dying from the Grimace Shake.
You wanna know what I think it is? You know what I think it is?
What?
So like McDonald's, like, and just a lot of like big like fast food retailers.
Look at the camera when you say this.
They hire a lot of people, right? They hire a lot of people, random individuals, to like make videos about their product. That way it gets clout. And if they have enough people doing it, other people are going to follow. Other people are going to do it. That's the reason why with the Grimace Shake, bro, I know they hired people to do that.
I agree, though. I feel like people really do that, though. It just makes sense.
You know the biggest trend on TikTok right now that gets you hella bank apparently is to be on live and do like NPC stuff.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Do you guys know what that is?
Is it when like that guy that stirs like a pot of water and shit? Do you know? Is that
They'll
popular
just
brand?
do shit as if they're like a robot.
Yeah, like an
you know?
NPC.
That's not on my For You page. Like,
What?
my For You page is kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
They'd be like, I don't know, it's just like robotic.
Mm.
And apparently if you do it on live, you make up to like $2 to $4 grand.
What?
Damn, we got to do that on the JDC page.
Yeah, go ahead, go crazy. Did you guys just make a TikTok?
Something like that. Yeah.
Or go crazy, yo.
On the lives, for real though.
Who's watching Barbie this weekend?
I actually want to see it. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
got tickets. So I'm just.
Damn.
Who are you going with?
I'm going with my girlfriend.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He's not single.
Damn. How'd you and your girl meet?
We did in college. What's it called?
Pen pals?
No.
Oh.
Damn.
We pledged a fraternity, and so then when we were basically pledge bros, we started talking through that, and then we got together.
Wait, pledge bros? Like you were in the same?
Like when we pledged together to fraternity. Yeah.
And what fraternity were you in?
Alpha Phi Omega.
What
it's
is
like
that?
a service professional fraternity.
Mm.
Yeah. It was interesting times though. That was when I'd be going out a lot because I had stuff to do. We had requirements for that fraternity.
What's the frat life like?
Facts.
I can't say much other than it was just
Secrets.
nothing like it was I don't know how to explain it. It's nothing that's like crazy. It depends on this was like more of a service frat. The other ones were like if you were in social then you're probably doing crazy shit. You know?
Is it true? Like, this is what I've heard, right, from people, some certain people. So, like, is it true that if you host a party at a frat house, like, for every one guy, you have to bring 5 girls?
Like the ratio?
Yes. Is that true?
I've never had that issue because I've always became
Can't be asking. That shit's secret
That
shit.
shit's my bad. I just had to ask.
That's that secret shit. Nick wanna know, bro. He always got the bitches with him.
Damn.
Whoa. Taking it, bro.
Damn.
So how long have you known her?
Since we pledged together, so probably like for like a year. What do you mean? Like when have you long been together? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, we just had our 1 year.
Hey, congrats, bro. Congrats.
Appreciate.
What's her name?
Huh?
What's her name?
Natasha.
What's her Instagram? Where's she from?
What's your social security?
Her name is Natasha. She's Indonesian now.
Fly.
So I've broken out of that pure blood. You know.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah.
Starting a new segment.
It's funny that like and how like so I think some of our parents would say it's like date a nice within your own ethnicity. So it's like date a nice Filipino.
Nah, my parents wanted me to get married to a white woman.
Same. My dad wanted me same thing.
What?
Yes.
Wait, I remember. Yeah, Jason would say that it'd be like a thing in like a Mexican culture to like date a white.
What?
Yeah.
Tell me what?
Especially if you're dark skinned, you know. Yeah.
Well, like what would that?
Damn, bro, they trying to dilute you back down. Shit.
Feed me
That's
back to
probably
the
what
fucking Europeans, bro.
You know they did that shit in Argentina.
What?
Like they basically castrated all the black men and they made the black women have kids with white men so that their kids would be progressively lighter.
God damn.
Yeah, Argentina's
I have no
racist.
idea they did that.
Yeah,
I didn't know
Yeah,
about that
they did
either.
some crazy shit. That's why the Nazis went there.
Right there. Well, I mean, you can like, but damn.
Yeah, bro. Like,
What did you even say about that?
so you see, it was so I didn't really care because honestly, like I was like, all right, like you're just talking, you know, you're just talking. Because I'm like, I've always liked, and I didn't care what girl it was. I don't really give a fuck about color, right? But I'm, you would always get
Man for the
told.
people.
You always you always get told by your like, especially because like I tell you, I grew up in like you know a lot of my uncles and some of my aunts, like they'd be like, Jason, you're pretty fucking dark, so you gotta
find yourself
find yourself like a white girl, and hopefully you're able to restore the eyes that we used to have. I'm like, and eyes meaning like because they used to have like, so from what they told me, they like a lot of my grand uncles had like colorful eyes,
Restore our eyes.
Yeah, like I don't know, bro. Just know that they have this mentality of like, oh, like you don't want your kids to look, like you don't want your kids to come out like really dark,
Damn, they were indoctrinated.
But I don't really care about that shit,
Yeah, that's like old folks.
That's how I view it,
I feel like more in our generation, we're moving away from like stigmas our parents are giving us.
Hell yeah.
So that's crazy. That's wild.
Yeah, it's wild.
That was unexpected.
Believe it or not, that's very, very common. Like at least between like a lot of people that I've met. Like even Dave's telling you,
What'd you say about that?
I was just like, I don't really like white women. Davey, please. And then the first girl I brought to them was black.
Hey,
go.
Did they ever say anything to you about that? Like honestly, were they like, "Come on, Davey, what are you doing?"
I'm sure they probably thought about it, but they never mentioned it to me.
They had that talk with Davey.
Davey, this is your girlfriend?
I don't think they ever mentioned it to me. Especially because like my family as a whole, they're pretty white, but then it just so happens that in my household, like we're the darkest ones. So it's kind of like, it doesn't really matter.
Damn, bro, that's unexpected. I thought that you would be telling me it's like, date within your own like culture, ethnicity. I'm like,
nah. It was probably also had to do with like, hey, marry a white woman so you could get your papers.
That is a fair point. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
No, me.
Not me though.
not me either.
They were like, yeah, you just need to date a white girl because you're just for your children to come out beautiful. And I'm like, bruh, they're gonna come out good looking regardless.
So they would.
Like, what you trying to say?
That's low-key crazy. The shit about like trying to restore your eyes is like, damn, Jason, marry a white woman so you can restore our nation's power.
cleanse our bloodline.
Bro, that's
crazy.
Y'all gotta come in thinking like, bro, there's an old mentality.
No, of course, hell yeah.
At the end, because there are some people that are like, oh, that's racist. Like, bro, you gotta hear these motherfuckers at the job site that I'm at. You know what I mean? Like, and like, bro, like, that ain't nothing compared to what I be hearing like before. You know what I mean? Right. I'm not about to say too much, but just know that
we're not gonna get too explicit.
Yeah, we're not gonna get too there, but just know like, motherfuckers are racist, bro. Like, construction workers are some of the most racist motherfuckers I know. Not including myself too much, just saying.
Excluding yourself.
Excluding myself.
So, have you ever dated outside of your race, like a white or a black person,
or a Hispanic?
Yeah, or Hispanic,
or anyone outside of your race?
I think probably back in high school. It was funny that like I think most of the girlfriends I had in high school were like Hispanic. Oh. But then in college I didn't date so much, right? But then when I met Nat, she's Indonesian. That was like probably the one branching power out. Yeah, that was pretty much that. I haven't really gone out. I didn't really see color. Like you said, I haven't seen color as an issue or like a preference.
Facts.
Personality, you know what I'm saying?
Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah.
Mr. Worldwide. Let's go.
So your parents never told you to like date a nice
white girl?
Asian lady?
Oh, that's
Asian
probably.
girl?
I can't see like it's like date a Filipino girl, a nice Filipino girl. But I'm telling you right now, there ain't no nice Filipino girl, bro. That's just crazy.
Why you say that?
Bro.
Filipino girl.
From my personal experience, I feel like I've like too many Filipinos in one room. It's chaos.
Filipino fuego, bro.
Yeah. But I've never.
Jollibees.
No, Filipino girls are fire though, in my opinion. They're cool.
I bet they are. It's just my personal preference because I guess they've always pushed the idea just to date one, and I've kind of just blocked. And I was like, maybe I won't. That's my rebellious self, just not doing it. So
I don't really know a lot of Filipino girls. A handful.
I've
only met them in Edison.
I just remember one from high school.
Yeah.
Her name was Alicia.
Oh yeah, well I know. Yeah, I still talk to her.
I had a huge crush on her.
The only Asian race I haven't talked to yet, or like is a Japanese person.
Really?
Huh. Do you know any Japanese people?
I swear but Japanese, bro, I don't know. I don't think there's too many of them in this part of Jersey. I know in Edgewater there's a lot of them, though.
That probably makes more sense.
Yeah.
It's like where a lot of like Asian markets are, but like I've never met a Japanese person before. Or not to my knowledge, where they've already told, like they had, you know how like we've in high school, it's like someone will say they're like half.
Yeah.
No one has ever come out and told me they were Japanese in any portion. So I'm just like,
I haven't met an islander either.
what do you consider an islander?
Like Hawaiian.
An islander. I've never heard that term.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
Yeah, on
I
the
used to
check
work
marks,
with
it's like
one.
Pacific Islanders.
Yeah,
They'll
yeah,
separate
yeah.
that from Asian people.
I used to work with him. He just looked like a black guy.
Who?
This guy that I used to work with. He just looked like a light skinned black guy. I didn't even know he was an islander.
I don't know. I just don't really run into them at all. At least I don't really. Have you?
What?
Like a Hawaiian person? Yeah.
Never. That's like actually one of the people I haven't met before.
Yeah, true. That's what I'm saying, though.
Hey man, they got their own problems back in Hawaii right now.
For real, though. Bro, that's crazy. Yo, I want to talk about a memory with you, bro.
Oh yeah, what are you talking about this, bro?
Do you remember what I'm talking about or not? It was in middle school though. I'm not gonna elaborate too much on it because I already elaborated a lot in a past pod. But do you remember when I asked out Sarahi in the gym? Do you remember that? Do you not remember that?
Vaguely.
I hope you remember that because you were a big part of that.
Was I?
Yes, because she said no, and then you ran up to me and then you hugged me, bro. Like you jumped on me and hugged me, real talk.
Why?
Yeah, because you thought she said yes, bro. Yes.
Did I really?
Yes. And I remember when you hugged me, you clutched on, and I was like, bro, she said no, and then you got on.
I feel like that would be some dumb shit to do though. I feel like that's what I would do. But did I lighten the tension though?
You did.
Okay, good.
I appreciate that. I still remember. I laugh about it now because it's funny as fuck. In the moment I wanted to laugh, but I was too sad to laugh.
That's crazy. What the fuck? What was I on, bro?
No, but that's the shit, Jason. You got that shit. I still have the rose in my hand. Yeah, that shit was funny as fuck to me. Oh my god, but yeah, Nick, that's like the first fucking memory I think about when I think about you, though.
We talk about that one on the Sarahi pod. Check that out if you haven't already. But
Real talk.
yeah, that was hilarious when he said that story.
Yeah.
Really, bro? Yeah. I didn't even remember that, but the fact I vaguely remember doing something like that because I remember you two being in the same room, but I don't remember like the whole story. But that's funny you bring that up because what the fuck what was I doing, bro?
No, I still appreciate that.
Was that a part of the plan or something?
No, you were just happy. You were
Just happy.
for what you thought what happened, you know.
Yeah.
But who could blame you? Like
That shit was funny as hell, bro.
that shit is funny.
When promposals were going crazy when I was a freshman, I remember someone did it in my class, and then when they were recording it, the person that was getting proposed to, like, had no reaction, but you would see me in the corner. Like, I was going crazy. I was like, I don't know why I do this.
What? Now?
Oh my god!
This is crazy.
What's she gonna say?
So if anyone gets like married in front of me, you can just see me in the background. No, more excited than the actual person. That's so fucking crazy.
Damn, I was hoping that you had remembered
Word,
that.
I was
bro.
hoping
So to hear your
dog.
perspective on that, that would have been funny as hell.
Bro, I know. You know what's crazy about
Chewy
that?
probably
I've never seen actual footage of it, but there was mad people recording though. Mad people were recording
Damn,
it.
they felt
And
bad.
I've never. I wish they did. I hope that's what happened. Everybody just deleted that shit afterwards.
I feel bad too. And then me adding on, yeah, bro, he got it, and then just shut it down.
I was like, no, bro. She said no.
What did Sarah say about that?
Bruh, she said she didn't remember all that though. You know, but because I guess it was so long ago that she don't remember. But I think that's cap, okay. But what I'm saying is like, what I'm saying is though is like
Tried to block that shit out.
But I remember I mentioned that part, and because like we were just bringing it up because I was like I remember that to this day. Like I'm just like that shit is funny.
That's a core memory.
That shit is great.
That's a
Both of us forgot it.
Yeah.
Real shit. I was like, but I remember this though. You know what I mean? I was like, damn. That's why I fuck with that though. You know.
That's so funny.
It is though.
I thought it was some embarrassing shit that I did.
No,
It's just me
no.
adding on to someone's page.
But damn, bro, before we get out of here, we got a couple questions that we came up with, and I want to ask you.
Jason came up with this one. He thought long and hard about it. And he wanted to know.
I wonder what question this is.
He wanted to know: would you be gay for a minute if it meant your whole bloodline / future kids will be set for life?
What I mean? Okay, what does that even mean?
Okay,
care to
meaning,
elaborate?
okay. So, would you let?
Like I'm like,
Yeah. Would you let someone like take you from behind
is that exactly what it is? For a minute?
for a minute?
If it meant his bloodline was set for life.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Like, I mean, my kids get an education.
They're just
They're-
pounding away for.
We're
60
talking about
seconds.
your kids. None of your family's gonna have to work ever again.
What's the average thrust that someone can do in a minute?
Shit.
They could go pretty.
Pretty fucking fast.
Get in the frame a little bit.
Honestly, I'd say maybe. Maybe.
Maybe.
So that's a yes. That's a yes.
That's like it's like half stroke.
Yeah, it's like he's in. Boom, I got it.
Dead
My
ass.
kids are set, yo.
For real though.
Nigga,
I don't know. That might be the longest mini you've ever had,
Word, they
ever
say-
felt.
They say planks are long, like a
man
minute
of the
when you're doing a
people.
plank. You know.
Yeah, but who's going freaking that slow? You know what I'm saying? Who's thrusting that slow?
That is true though.
Are you guys looking away from me?
You ever seen Black Mirror?
Yeah.
You know the episode where they make the I think he's like the Prime Minister of England have sex with the pig,
Mm-hmm.
and you know how like his wife hated him after.
Yeah.
First of all, I thought that was really fucking weird because like he did
Yeah,
it to
the
save a
fucking
life. Yeah, he did it to save a life though. So why does she hate him? But like, damn, what if you did that and then your wife is just like, oh, fuck you. So your bloodline is good, but they just never interact with you.
Bro,
Did all
there's
that
no
for
ass sacrifice
nothing.
for them, bro. That's all I'm
Word.
saying. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
What would you guys do? Hold on, I want to hear these.
I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. If my whole bloodline is being set, bro, we're talking about like my kids don't have to work, and me on top of that. Fuck it, I'm doing it, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna do it.
What was I gonna say?
I'm gonna
Fuck
keep
that
it a
mentality,
buck.
bro. They gotta work for
Keep
it.
it a buck. Cause it's like, think about it though. It's like, my whole family gonna be set, so and I'm gonna be set. It's great.
If I could make it out the mud, so can they. Real shit.
You're talking, speak his.
They say that shit until they're in that moment.
Hey, bro. Nobody said that I can't make my generation set for life.
That's true.
It can be changed in 1 minute.
Yo, it can all be changed. Life will turn upside
Switch
down.
up real quick, man. A minute?
Damn.
What can you do in a minute? That's all I'm just trying to rationalize, bro.
What can you do in a
Like,
minute?
you'll just hope that this man just like I'm not even gonna say what the fuck I was gonna say.
Nah, you might as well just say it right now.
I was gonna say you probably hope like, man, that's gonna sound gay as shit, but like I'm gonna say it anyway, right? So you would just hope this man like that this man doesn't know how to put on a condom, right? He just wastes his fucking minute, like
Nah, bro. I think the minute starts once he's in.
What? I did not think long and hard about this question. But
But alright. Here's another question. Do you believe in an afterlife?
Nah. I haven't really cared to think about that, to be honest with you.
Interesting.
Like, I was raised up Catholic.
I was gonna ask about that.
Yeah, I was raised up Catholic, but I haven't been so active in my what is it called, religion. But like, I'm not renouncing any others like religions. You know what I mean? I'm
Definitely.
like very fluid when it comes to that. But
Facts.
yeah,
Interesting.
yeah,
So what do you think happens once you die? It's just the end?
it just goes black, and then boom, you're back
Fade to
again.
black. Yeah.
I don't know. I always thought that as insane as reincarnation. Yeah, that's like everyone is like, it's like everyone's a part of each other, just the same person, just different lifestyle.
But that's what he thinks too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think about it. It's like, what was like, you ever saw that video on the egg?
That's
Bro.
Yeah.
I believe in that, except for like the shit at the end where it's like a challenge and there's others above you who are like, oh yeah, this is just for you to learn. It's like, nah, I don't think
No,
that.
no,
I think it's just you.
Yeah, I think it's just a lifestyle thing that everyone like where they're like, you know how it's like nature versus what's it called? That's
Nature
like-
versus nurture.
Yeah.
Nature is
It's that segment where it's like it's just based on environment and how you are. It's like your whole lifestyle could be different. You know what I mean?
Facts. Yeah.
So that's how I believe it. It's like if I die, new life. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel like it's just an experience.
Yeah.
Like, this
Spawning
being
as a new
decided
person.
to be like, you know what?
SpongeBob.
I'm omnipotent. I'm immortal. Let me see what it's like to be mortal.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Let's at least. I wonder if you get a choice who you get to be. But like once you come back to life, you don't remember what choice you made and why.
Facts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like that's why you have like you're drawn to doing certain things? Like you have just like a inclination to be better at certain things than others.
Kneeling on race and just
Like kneeling on race, watching live league videos and shit.
Oh damn.
Fuck no, Live League's crazy.
But nah, have your parents ever caught you masturbating?
That's a good question.
We cut this, bro.
Bruh.
I think
I think my dad. Many times. Imagine many times.
I think my dad accidentally one time. But like the moment when I hear the door, like I close. But then at that point, you already know what that means.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it was only one time. Like when I come
Balls
home.
out.
You're like, fuck it, you caught me.
I think there was
Just
one
keep
time that
going.
was a miscommunication, just because it's like just what you're looking at face value is that my pants are down, but I'm just watching YouTube, right? But like nothing.
Why?
Just like I don't know, just standing.
Just standing in the mirror.
No, but sorry. I'm like in the emotions, like getting undressed,
Yeah.
right,
Right,
to change,
right, in
just
the
coming out of school and
motions.
stuff like that. But then like that already looks sus from the start. Like your pants are down, you're watching, and then my sister just walks in and she closes the door.
Whoa!
This is embarrassing.
My weenie.
They used to be like, hey, like, look at what you saw today. Like,
She always do. You just stare at her.
forget what you saw today.
I'm sorry.
I had my aunt walk in on me one time.
Really?
Oh,
What'd she say?
Bro, so the bed was right next to the door. So she opened the door, like I'm right here on the bed. And
Midway.
as soon as I got her to grab the
knob.
the doorknob, like she opened the door, so I wasn't fast enough. But like as soon as I heard it, I like swung up and like closed the door. And I'm like, oh, I'm getting changed. I'm pretty sure she knew what was going on.
That's what I'm saying. My dad called me and I was just like running my pants up already at that point.
Facts.
That'd be crazy if you ever get caught and it just shoots up.
Oh.
You ever see those slow motions? It just like.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think I've been caught like 3 times.
What the fuck? Y'all was so broken.
Not even hiding it.
What if they have?
At that point, just leave the door open.
At that point, like you don't like this shit. Like come
It's like that time right now. He's getting ready.
Like I'm just being honest. Like y'all so young, man.
But what if your parents just know? I just remember an incident in class. You guys, can you guys know this? Yeah, you guys bleep out. Can you bleep out a name?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So you remember that kid, Lewis? He was small.
Which one?
That short dude.
Which one?
Louise or Lewis?
Lewis? Wait. Did he?
What's his last name?
I don't remember.
Did he have buck teeth?
Nah, he's the one who got caught walking into the girl's bathroom, and he did it as like a prank. Do you know? Remember that guy?
How does he look? Do you know his
I
name?
don't know at the time. I didn't follow anyone at the time. Like he was small.
What was his ethnicity?
Oh yeah, what was his name?
Hispanic, I would assume.
Yeah, especially with that name.
Yeah, he was, but that's it. That's all I remember. It was Lewis.
Was he in ESL?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah,
Only
I have no
ESL
idea.
could I remember is Edgar.
Word, Edgar. No, I remember Edwin too, though. He was cool dudes.
Cool guy.
Okay. Yeah. So Lewis.
So
Lewis.
we took French class together, and
Emphasis.
in the corner he would just be watching porn. And at the time I didn't know what it was, and I said, "What's up?" And then he just showed me he's watching porn.
He's like, oh, what's this?
I was like, "What the fuck is he just doing? Why is he just watching this? This is so weird."
Yo, y'all boys just reminded me of a fucking story. What the fuck? This is senior year, right?
Right.
Oh, goddamn! So he's watching this porn.
We were in that class that
Damn,
it was like an
class.
engineering class, right? And I was in there. Fuck. I'm gonna say some names, but you don't have to bleep them out.
Okay.
Because fuck him.
But the person that asked, I'm not gonna say their name. Anyway, it was just me, Gio, Kathy, and some other person, right? and this other person was like, "Oh, I've never, like, what kind of porn are you guys into?"
That's quite the question.
And they're like, "Oh, I've actually never seen a porn video before."
But who said that?
Huh?
Who said that?
Was it?
It sounds like
It was.
Was it? How did you say it though?
Hey, you said you were gonna name names, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
you said you weren't gonna bleep me.
anyway, but yeah, she asked though, and then I was like, I couldn't think of a video that I watched off for him. So then Gio like was like, "Alright, I'm gonna just
He's
put
like, I got one.
He just put on his phone. He just found it. And then I just remember like all of his phone just like surrounded this man's phone, and we were just looking, and then she was like, "Huh? So I can see why y'all like to watch this." I'm like, I guess like what?
I think the huddling part is like kind of crazy. It's like porn. It's like
We're like, okay,
it's a
like,
watch party.
For real, what
We're
the fuck?
okay.
Like critiquing it like,
Okay,
very interesting.
Okay, nice maneuver right there.
Nah, what the fuck? That's just kind of interesting, bro. Yeah.
Is there one more question that y'all want to ask? Because I got one that I low-key want to ask.
How about
Go
that?
right
We'll
ahead,
finish
bro.
it off right there.
Do you think that biological males should be able to compete in sports against biological females?
Damn, bro.
We talked
that
about
text?
this in another pod.
Bro, just know,
Damn.
just know you texted me. Just know that I knew he was gonna hit you with that question, and I knew that's what it low key. It kind of, I don't know.
No. I had this conversation with my friend before.
Mm.
You're saying if biological males should compete in
women's sports.
in women's sports?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that controversy was crazy. I had a professor recently for a class saying, protect women's sports.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the time, there was, who was the swimmer that won? That was transgender.
Yeah.
And there was so much controversy. And at some point, it's under, like, even if you are, just biologically, just the difference in, what is it called? Like muscle tone, I guess,
Yeah.
or I don't know, handling some certain sports. It's just, I would say it's kind of different. So I wouldn't say they shouldn't compete at all. I would say just have your own set of Olympics. You know what I mean? Or
Like your own division, basically.
Your own division, basically.
Yeah.
So like a trans division?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
You know what I mean?
I feel like that would.
I'm not entirely sure, but I think the International like Olympic Committee
So they
has
can.
I don't fucking know,
Oh.
but they do like a testosterone level.
Yeah.
Like they'll test that, and if your testosterone is below a certain threshold, like you're more than welcome to compete. Like there's
Interesting.
But wasn't there
believe
some
it's
surgeries where you could just reduce it, testosterone? Because even if you're changing. Like,
I think if you just remove your testicles, that would
Yeah.
reduce your testosterone.
Yeah.
But it probably wouldn't do it to such a certain amount where
Mhm.
it's like, I don't know what the word is. But there's a lady that like she biological female,
Mhm.
but she was born with some type of genetic disease or disorder or something that just naturally she has a lot more testosterone in her, like her biology, her physiology than a regular woman, and she's not allowed to compete against females because her testosterone is so high, even though she is a female.
You got me there, bro. And see, I think it's just like it's at this point we're still like in the moments of developing like what we want to do, and like I guess in controversy wise, it's like where do you draw the line at some point?
Yeah, we're trying to figure that out.
So don't look at me, man. I don't know.
Oh no, I don't mean us. I don't mean us. I mean like us as the world.
Yeah.
We're like at that stage where it's like what is okay and what isn't.
Yeah, I remember the professor saying just protect women's rights because I mean not rights, but like women's sports.
Right. Protect both.
Yeah. I remember because at the time it was still very controversial, and then I remember the whole class because it was on Zoom went crazy in the comments.
Okay.
And everything was just like, wow.
Kick her out.
Yeah, it's like, what type of professor is this? I'm just like,
An educated one.
Educated one.
Damn. But yeah, Nick, thank you for coming, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Right,
bro.
shout out Nick for
you
popping
coming,
out to the
bro.
big
Hell
JDC
yeah,
show,
all the time.
Appreciate.
All right, my guy.
Thank you so much.
And on that note, this is the JDC podcast. We'll catch you on the next one.
Cool.
Peace.
Peace.